tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Woo! Happy Wiccan Wednesday, girl. Psychic Bob is getting his witch on. Look out, girl. I got on my big witch hat here, be styling. Got my pinnacles on the wall, dressed in witchy black. Got on my silver moonstone pinnacle. I tell you, I'm feeling it. Woo, we are at the full moon, girl. Yes, we are. Now, some of y'all are going to say, well, Psychic Bob, wait, the full moon was yesterday. Well, listen, in the witch tradition that I come from, the full moon lasts 3 days. The day before the actual full moon is considered the full moon. The day of the moon is considered the full moon, which was yesterday on Tuesday. And now we're at Wiccan Wednesday. It's still the full moon. You're going to say, why is the full moon lasting 3 days? Well, in the moon, we see the ancient mother. So the day before the full moon honors the goddess as maiden. The day of the moon is honoring the goddess as the mother, and the day after is honoring the goddess as the crone. So we got the triple goddess in the moon. Isn't that cool? Well, I'm so glad you guys are here. I meant to get this out earlier today. Psych Bob's been really busy. I've been stepping up my art game. I tell you, I went today to Hobby Lobby. I bought some new canvases and some, just some brushes and little things that I needed. Had a great time. And anyways, as many of you know, I am working on my art fast and furious. It's my passion, Art balances my energy. It's my way of channeling and uplifting myself and hopefully bringing joy to all of you. But speaking of artworks, before we get into today's video, make sure to pop over to my website, PsychicBob.com. That link will be below. And pick up my latest artwork. This is my latest artwork. It's called Orange Entanglements. Orange Entanglements. And you can get your free copy. Every week, I am providing a free artwork for free download. So if you go to my website, you'll scroll down through the front page. You'll see, it'll say Psychic Bob's newest artwork. And each week, each Sunday, there'll be a new artwork listed. Now, it's only going to be up till this Sunday. So you need to get it today, because if you wait, well, actually, it's really only going to be till Saturday, because on Sunday it will switch. You might get it in early on Sunday, but if you miss it, you're going to miss it. And I'm only allowing these to be up for 1 week, and they are a free offering. So you can download it, print it out. Now, what I did is I printed this out. Well, this one's the original, but I tested it. You can print it out and put it in a frame. This is a standard 8x10 frame you can buy at any store. Or you can buy a document frame, 8.5 by 11. And you've got a wonderful little artwork to put in your house to be inspired by. Or if you could, print it out, frame it, you could give it to a friend. Wouldn't that be a wonderful gift for somebody just starting out who, needed a little decoration for their house? Give them the gift of art, So we're going to have another artwork come up on this Sunday, but this one will be up until Sunday. So make sure to get it. Go to PsychicBob.com. Okay. Anyways, the reviews on this picture have been great. Thank you to all of you for your wonderful, wonderful support. Well, today we're going to talk about the full moon, some of the magic associated with it, and how to bring symbols of the full moon into your life, and particularly into your ritual, your altar, things like that. So I thought we'd do a little reading today from the Witch's Spell a Day Almanac, okay? This is a wonderful book. I am not being endorsed by them, but I wanted to read a little spell here that I think is just wonderful. And, okay, so the full moon was actually yesterday on Tuesday, July 16th, but we had messages from the spirit world. By the way, if you didn't see yesterday's video, I do every Tuesday little mini psychic readings. It's called Messages from the Spirit World. So pop over there and get that, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and read what this says. Okay, so it was July 16th, Tuesday. We had a full moon. Our full moon yesterday was in the sign of Capricorn. And that's a wonderful sign because that brings in earth energies, grounding energies, money, prosperity, things that are earthy. Okay, so, right now we're at a good time for some magic related to earth energy. So let's read what this is talking about. Now, yesterday, as I said, was the full moon. It was also a lunar eclipse. So let's read this. This is called Eclipse in a Bottle. The full moon represents the peak of lunar power, while an eclipse hides and reveals the light. It's a powerful time for revelation and transformation. It's just not always there when you need it. This spell allows you to store the energy of the eclipse for future use. You will need a silver coin, real silver if you can get it, but a silver colored one will do. Okay, so let's just pause right there. So I didn't have any real sterling coins. You know, they're rare these days, but I got a little quarter, American $quarter, silver coin. That's a nice coin. If I had a big silver dollar, that'd be cool too. But you know what? Most of us can probably come up with a quarter, okay? So there's my silver coin, all right? And it says, hold the coin in your hand. Okay, so it's in my hand here. Hold the coin in your hand and concentrate on making it a vessel for this energy. So you go out under the moon, okay? You hold that under the moon. It says, during the eclipse, lay the coin where moonlight can reach it. So you take it out, you put it on, you know, a little table outside or wherever, or just hold it really. Turn it over several times. Turn it over several times to expose both sides to all phases of the eclipse. So there it is. There's the back side. Turn it over to the front. Make sure it's, you know, getting that energy. There's my light. Can you see that reflection? That's like the moonlight. See how it sparkles? So you want to turn that over so it captures the light. Okay, catches the light. After the eclipse is over, hold the coin in your hand again and imagine sealing it. Now you could seal it with a pentagram, with your thoughts, however you want to do it. Now you will be able to use eclipse energy whenever you need it. Ideally, keep the coin in a black bag until then. Isn't that a wonderful spell? I love that spell. So you want to take that out. Now, you could also do this really for any full moon, not just eclipse. Like, take a coin out and charge it under the full moon so you have full moon energy. And this is great if you're traveling. Maybe you're somewhere where you can't set up your altar, but you can bring out your little coin and keep it on your meditation area, your altar, and it will be the full moon power for you. And draw that in, especially on a night if it's like a raining night and you can't see the moon. You've got the full moon with you. Okay, and this could also be like a healing token if you need the soothing energy of the moon, and maybe you're just in a place where there's no moon. You carry this with you. You can hold it and be blessed. So there are a lot of ways to use this charm, but I love that charm, and I was real inspired. And even though we're the day after, I still think it's a great spell. Okay. Anyways, so the thing I also want to share with you today is talking about moon energy and how to bring that into your altar. Now, I have a beautiful goddess that I keep on my altar. This is my moon goddess. Isn't she lovely? And she has, this is a beautiful gemstone Lady Angela gave me. It's a labradorite. Isn't that just amazing? Look how it bends the light. It's spectacular. But I keep this right here on the statue. Isn't that lovely? So this is my goddess. Now, you might say, PsychicBob, I can't afford a statue. I can't find a statue. I don't really like the images I'm seeing, but I want something for the goddess on my altar. What can I do? Simple, simple question. Let me show you some old witch ideas that might help you. Well, as we talked earlier, of course, there's the silver coin. That's a great way to start, okay? But let's say you're not feeling that and you want something a little larger, a little more dramatic. Well, how about an old traditional symbol, which would be a glass bowl, a beautiful glass bowl. Now, this is a crystal bowl. Who is this one by? Oh, this is Reed and Bartman. I think I got this at Neiman's. But if you got a beautiful crystal bowl, you could put water in it and have that on your altar. And that would be a wonderful moon goddess symbol. You know, a beautiful crystal bowl, okay? So there you go. There's one option, okay? Now, another option, which I showed the other day, was a little mirror. Now, this is a little, I don't know what you call it, makeup mirror or shaving mirror. I bought this recently at, what store was it? I think it was Marshall's. I'm not being endorsed by Marshall's, but they sell these in the bath section. You go to the bath section, they sell like, you know, like toothbrush holders and soap holders. Well, they sell little mirrors. These are little makeup mirrors. But traditional witches used round silver mirrors for scrying and also as symbols of the goddess. Ooh, look how that shines. Isn't that mystical? And you could get this mirror. Oops, mine's a little dusty. It needs a little polishing here. And you could get this mirror and take it out under the moonlight and charge it on the full moon, and you'll always have it as a full moon goddess charge symbol. Now this little mirror, I don't have the price tag. I think I paid about $6, maybe $4 or $5, maybe between $4 and $6. I can't remember. But that's a wonderful traditional witch goddess symbol of the moon. Okay. Now, if you want to get a little more elaborate, you could get a larger mirror. Now, here's another mirror. This one also was not very expensive, but it's a little larger. I got dust everything. Everything in my house is dusty because my air conditioning, like, I got to have the ducts clean, so everything gets dust on it. Anyways, sorry it's not, I thought it was cleaner. But this mirror is a wonderful sign of the goddess as well. So you can buy this. Now, I bought this, believe it or not, at CVS. Oh, God, I even hate to say the word. CVS for, I think, like $2.38. But it's a wonderful mirror, and it's in a wonderful black frame. Gives it support. So you could buy a makeup mirror as well. Now, it is traditional that for the goddess symbol, that it be round. Somebody's going to write and say, well, Bob, I have a square mirror. Can I use that? Yeah, technically you could because it's silver, but really you want to think in terms of moon imagery, which is round, okay? Now, I also have an old Christmas ornament from years ago. This is actually a giant Christmas ball that I bought at, I don't know where I bought it, but it might have been CVS actually, but every Christmas they have large ball ornaments. These are generally called outdoor ornaments because they're made to go on large pine trees or hang across the front of a house, but they're not expensive. I think I paid $1.20 for this, or $1.50. It wasn't much. It's made of plastic, so it's shatterproof. But you could get one of these, either put a string on it and hang it over your altar, which would be kind of cool, like if it's up in the air, like hanging to hook it up from the ceiling and have it hang. That's one way you could have the moon present. Or you can turn it over and put it inside of a base of some sort, like a candle holder or a cup, to hold it up and set it on the altar. This also makes a great scrying ball as well. Speaking of scrying, another witch option is the traditional crystal ball. Now here's one of my crystal balls. I have a few of them. I have a big one, but it's too heavy to lift today. But this is a nice crystal ball. I've had this ball like over 20 years now, and it's still going strong. I've not broken it or dropped it yet, thank God. But the crystal ball is also a traditional witch symbol of the moon. So you see there's all sort of options for you. Now, if all else fails, what about your jewelry? Okay, now this is a traditional witch's pentacle, okay? Now the pentacle generally represents earth, but I don't see any reason why a silver pentacle couldn't also be the moon. It's round like the moon. So you could take your jewelry and prop it on the altar to charge it during the ritual and have it be a symbol of the goddess. Now this pentacle I have actually has a moonstone in it. Oops, let me turn it. It's a moonstone. Isn't that cool? So there you go. There's another option for you. You know, you got to be creative because, as I said, you may not always find a statue of the moon goddess that you like, but these are options to put on your altar to attune to that lunar energy, okay? Now, speaking of the moon, I thought we'd have another little reading from my book. A lot of you have been writing, says, think about, do some readings from your book. We want to learn more about your books. This is one of my books called Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. Okay, and you can get this at my website, PsychicBob.com. I actually have a section in here called Full Moon Flavoring. Okay, by the way, all the art in this book I did. These are my own drawings. These are two witches here. They're brewing a little cauldron with the smoke rise there, steam rising, right in front of the moon. There's a male witch there and a female witch there. Isn't that great? Look, shh. Isn't that cool? So, anyways, this book is full of artwork, you know. Here's another witch outside their house. That's at the dark moon. Isn't that cool? They're scrying in their crystal ball, I think. Anyways, yeah, I did all the artwork in this. So, let's have a little reading from Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. Full Moon Flavoring. Whenever you begin to feel like life is boring, that your zeal and zest for life is waning, watch the moon. Count the days until the full moon. If you are lucky, it won't be too long. Watch the moods, feelings, thoughts, and energy cycles you experience as you approach the full moon. It was said in times past that the moon had the power to enliven people. I tend to agree with this as the full moon does hold a sense of power and awe for those who are open to its influence. Draw power from the moon. Let it be a battery that recharges your life. If you feel sluggish and uninspired, spending time under the moon can help you rediscover that part of yourself that you've perhaps forgotten. Being under that moon can inspire creativity and open up the psychic self. Some people fear the moon, believing that it makes people insane. This is really church propaganda to stop people from connecting to this ancient source of power. In the Roman times, the church feared the old ways because the church recognized the truth of the witches, that the moon really does contain revivifying power. In modern times, science has come to recognize just how important the moon's pull is on the earth in balancing the tides of the sea. Our bodies, which are largely water, are affected by the same pull of the moon as is the ocean. Rather than fight the moon, make her your ally. Let the ancient mother speak to you, uplift, and energize you. Don't shut out the moon. Embrace the moon, and you will embrace life. And that's my chapter called Full Moon Flavoring from Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. So anyways, if you want to get this book, go to my website, PsychicBob.com. That link will be below. And you can get my books. There's a bookstore tab at the top. Anyways, well, guys, I am so glad you're here. And I want to thank all of you for taking the time to be part of Spirit Channel. You guys are the best. Listen, help me out. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, hit subscribe, be part of our channel here. So many of you have enjoyed it. You know, if you want to join my Wiccan order that I have, it's called the Order of the Purple Cord. In fact, I forgot to put on my cord here, but go to my website, PsychicBob.com, and you can read down at the bottom there on the page about joining the Order of the Purple Cord. It's absolutely free, and we'd love to have you a member. So go over there, read about it, and join our order. Anyways, every Sunday we meet up. We have kind of our, I call it the meeting of the tribe, on Sunday night here at Spirit Channel. We have a live broadcast called The Witching Hour, and we explore all things related to magic and Wicca. We have a great time, a lot of fun. So live broadcast. Be here this Sunday at 8 p.m. Well, guys, I'm going to keep it short. I got to go do more readings. You know, Psychic Bob's working around the clock. but I love it, and I'm glad you're here. Listen, if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, give me a call, 703-825-3929, and we'll get you on. Or write to me in my email, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. Visit my website to read all about my work as a psychic. I love you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Vlog Thursday. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll have something fun. Just be here. We'll see you then. Until tomorrow, may all of you always blessed be. I'm going to go meditate on my crystal ball now. We'll see you tomorrow. Blessed be.